So the other type of area of liquidity, this is type 5 area of liquidity. And type 5 can be, we call it the authenticated area of liquidity, type 5. So this type is all based on what we call the, no, sorry, not the type 6, sorry, type 6. This is type 6. Week, week to week overlap. So what does it mean when you say week to week overlap? So this is how week to week overlap, same as camouflage, but week to week overlap can be considered from bigger time frames like weekly time frame and daily time frame. So for this type 6 area of liquidity, we'll only base on weekly time frame and monthly, sorry, weekly time frame and monthly only to look for this week overlap. So eventually, when the price will have to come inside this area of liquidity, we need to see a confirmation or entry. So we'll see either shift in formation or any other entry that will be considered later on inside this area of liquidity. So inside this area of liquidity will be entered by confirmation only. We don't want to look for any other things rather than confirmation. So, and for this case, which means we need to go from weekly, we can go to daily time frame to see if we have area of liquidity around that area. That's when we consider this as our week-to-week overlap, but mainly based from weekly and monthly time frame. It's so easy for this. Let us check for some few examples from the chart. Uh, yeah, let us check for some few examples from the chart here. So this is one of the example of, remember this is weekly time frame. So we basically enter here by confirmation, and one of the confirmation, we call it the candle failure. This is one of the confirmation or the rejection that has been made inside the area of liquidity that can be used. And yeah, this is one of it. Of course, we'll be seeing later, I mean, you'll be watching later into the the folder that will be considered about the entries. So we see here after we change the time frame, this is the area of liquidity. So we need to make sure that we have the area of liquidity around that area in order for us to take some consideration. Another one is here. This one is this is the week overlap from weekly time frame that has no any scenario, and you can clearly see that price came inside here, then dropped to the downside. Here also we have the same thing. This is structure here. Same thing here as well. I think this one. Yeah, it's an area of liquidity, but we only enter by confirmation. We have a lot of them in the market. Another one here. This one. But we enter by confirmation. So for those who need to hold the trades for a long period of time, they can use such kind of areas of liquidity. When the price confirms, then they take their trades to the direction that they think that is appropriate. Another one here. This also is the area of liquidity that can be considered from a weekly time frame, but by confirmation only. We want to enter aggressively. We need to have the confirmation to take this trade. So this is how the week overlap works, and just take your time to back test and see how from weekly time frame as a type 6 of area of liquidity. Once we want to enter the trade, we can consider such kind of areas of liquidity. Thank you, and take your time to backtest. Enjoy.